White House threatens veto of Senate immigration compromise. This is from Forever Voting Third Party. White House threatens veto of Senate immigration compromise. President Donald Trump would veto a bipartisan Senate compromise that would help young dreamer immigrants and build his coveted border wall, the White House threatened on Thursday, fueling doubts that any immigration measures would survive showdown votes. In a written statement, the White House labeled the proposal dangerous policy that will harm the nation. It singled out a provision that directs the government to prioritize enforcement efforts against immigrants who arrive illegally beginning in July. Senate leaders were hoping to hold votes Thursday on Trump's immigration proposals, that's today, along with the bipartisan compromise and two other measures. Bipartisan compromise, by the way, means that Trump gets everything he wants. The Republicans get everything they want. And in return, we get DACA, which never should have gotten to this point. Never should have gotten to this point. It should have been a no-brainer. 90% of citizens want it. 90% of citizens want DACA. And what do the Republicans do? They say no. What do the Democrats do? They cave time and time again. Time and time again, they cave. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer said Trump has stood in the way of every single proposal that has had a chance of becoming law. He added the American people will blame President Trump and no one else for the failure to protect dreamers. No, I blame everybody. I blame Trump and everybody else. Don't be fooled and think that the Democrats don't have their blame here. They do. They do. Because they had everything in their power to do something about it, and they didn't. They caved time and time again, and we've been doing video after video about it. And now it's gotten to the point where the White House is just going to say, you know what, we're not going to approve it anyway. Now, if they could have somehow stood up for this at the beginning, if they would have not budged at the beginning, and forced Trump's hand at the beginning, then they really would have had leverage against Donald Trump because it would have made him look awful. But now more time has passed. They can blame what's going on with the bipartisan bill. And people are going to blame everybody, which is A, accurate, and B, lets Trump dodge more of a bullet. Colin Barber asked me where I got my mug. I don't know. It's a Kurt Vonnegut mug. It was a gift to me. But thank you very much. I like it. What's up, I Got Bars? Good to see you, buddy. The bipartisan compromise was announced Wednesday by 16 senators with centrist views on the issue and was winning support from many Democrats, but it faced an uncertain fate. Besides opposition by the administration and leading Republicans, the bipartisan plan prompted qualms among Democrats. The party's number 2 Senate leader, Dick Durbin, said some Democrats had serious issues with parts of the plan. So far, neither Trump's plan or the bipartisan measure seem to have support from 60 senators, the number that will be needed to prevail. The bipartisan measure's sponsor included 8 GOP senators. That meant only 3 more Republicans will be needed. The centrist proposal was produced by a group led by Senator Susan Collins of Maine and Joe Manchin of West Virginia. Oh, well, gee, if that group's attached to it, this has got to be good. That spent weeks seeking middle ground. Besides its path to citizenship and border security money, it would bar dreamers from sponsoring their parents for citizenship, far narrower than Trump's proposal to prevent all illegal immigrants from bringing parents and siblings to the U.S. So it doesn't matter what the public wants. What the public wants, be damned. The only thing that matters is that Republicans and Democrats are, quote unquote, working together. Instead of going to the people, which Democrats could have done out the gate, Democrats could have went to the people out the gate and said 90% of people want this, and the White House is not budging for the dreamers. And they could have pinned this on the White House. They could have forced the White House's hand, and it would have been a train wreck for the White House. Instead, they caved time and time again, promising that they would talk about it at a later date. Now they're trying this bullshit bipartisan solution that doesn't give full DACA anyway. And it's a, quote, centrist proposal. And now the White House is just going to say, well, fuck you. We're shooting it down. You came to the table. You negotiated. We're going to say that you didn't negotiate well. And sorry. Forever Voting third party points out it's offense and defense. It's one team. So I have a feeling that we're not going to get. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how this is going to unfold because I don't see them writing off DACA completely because it would be a really bad move politically. But I mean, I don't see them just giving it up either. Because there's been no. I mean, the Democrats have not been holding them accountable at all. It's pretty ridiculous. It is pretty ridiculous. Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit. And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/Ron Placone, where for as low as $1 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos, free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.